Hello, I'm Dave from thevibebike.com, and I'm here to show you how to patch a tube correctly. Here I just have a road bike tube that has, as you can see, has already been patched before, and it has a slow leak that I noticed yesterday while attempting to go on a ride. So today I'm going to show you how I find a very tiny leak and patch it correctly. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pump, which happens to be a Road Morph with a gauge, and I love this pump. It goes with me everywhere and can easily go up to 120, relatively easily, go up to 120 psi, so I highly recommend Road Morph by Topeak. So I'm going to just take it, spread it out a little. Give it a bunch of pumps, and then see if you can hear the leak. This, I can't hear anything. I'm just putting it up against my ear. So I don't hear anything, so the next thing to do is get it in a thing of water, and I will show you that now. So I have a little tray of water. You can do this in the sink. I just did this so it's easier. And I have some sandpaper that is from my patch kit. It's just like a couple of dollars for a patch kit. Comes with glue, patches, and the sander of some sort. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip this into the water and just run it along and see if I can find any bubbles coming from the water. And if you can see that, those bubbles coming out right there, that is my leak. It's very small. So I'm gonna sort of mark it with my finger. I'm gonna bring it close and see if I can hear it, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the sandpaper and sand the area so it sort of marks it, plus it's getting prepped to be glued. So I wiped it off, and I'm gonna sand it a little bit more. You just want to do the whole area where the patch will cover the hole, just so it has something to adhere to. And I recommend, while you're on the road, to bring an extra tube or two, depending on how long your ride is, because the way I patch, it's to get it a good adhering patch, it's going to take a day or so. So doing it on the road, the patch job may hold, may get you to your destination, but I just like to replace a tube and then patch it later when I get back to wherever. This is all sanded and ready to be patched. So right here we have the hole. We have sanded. And now I'm going to use this glue. Came with it. This is well used. What you're going to want to do is put it on the hole, around it, and do it larger than what your patch is. So your patch will be smaller than what your glue area will be, just so you make sure that you have a good a good patch. You're gonna wait about 5 minutes or so, and this is the patch that I'll be using. This one isn't cut, but usually the bigger ones I cut depending on how big the hole is, and I've found no problems like cutting one of these in half for a smaller hole. They work for me, but when we come back I'll place the patch on and finish up. Okay, so I've deflated the air, which I do most of the time. So here's the glue. It's starting to set and get tacky, and have my patch ready to go. All I need to do is place it on. And what you need to do is check and make sure that you've put enough to cover the whole thing, which I think I missed a couple spots. So I'm going to apply some glue, just shove it up underneath here, and then I'm going to press it all down, like just press it good, and then leave it. I'm going to leave it overnight, and tomorrow what I will do is take off this top layer and pump it up full of air, and then leave it for another day and make sure that the hole is patched and it doesn't leak anymore. And that's all there is to it. The one problem I think people have is they're too quick to patch it, fill it up with air, and then ride it, which to me it's not a good idea because it doesn't give the glue time to set and just everything. So the best thing to do is patch it, fill it up with air the next day, make sure it holds, and then just wrap it up and keep it as your backup for whatever tube that you replace this with. And that's all there is to it. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to check out thybike.com. Thank you.